Throwing on first is Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Forward, Tokyo! We got three, fellas, we got three. There we go, back. Waiting! Kill. There we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Immediate dividends from their number one pick, Charles. They expect, obviously, big things from him.
And he's already starting to deliver.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes it.
Alshon Jeffrey, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 93 yards. The Eagles offense heading out now, a team with big hopes in 2017, but a franchise that's been in neutral for a while now. You have to go back to January of 09 for their last playoff win, and I don't think getting there, Charles, is going to be easy in the NFC East.
What a great starting point. A franchise-level quarterback in Carson Wentz going into his second season. Defense continues to improve, and they drafted Derek Barnett, a defensive end out of Tennessee, who they'll play a D-end, outside linebacker, but mainly DPR, designated pass rusher.
On first down, Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Wentz now on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there, making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles add on to their lead. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Wentz to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. The 40, the 30, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. To throw is Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Throwing is Wentz, and he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down. Second down, here's Wentz. Going for it all. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah. They
got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that touchdown reception. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single-game record.
It seemed inevitable the way this game went.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not near.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. And that touchdown catch, Charles, it breaks the single-game record for receiving touchdowns.
And what a perfect match. A quarterback who loves to throw it and a receiver who knows how to go out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is...
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits?
And he's into the clear. Past the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Eagles continue to roll. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. Now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. It's the Bengals hoping to pull off a bit of a shocker. They lead in that one. Andy Dalton with one touchdown pass thus far. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Not only the completion, but that pass also gives him the record for most passing yards in a single game. What a day.
That tells you that the completion percentage is really high. Yards per pass, really high. But what a fantastic day. A brand new record, and we were here to witness it.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the. So second down, 3 yards to go now.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. There we go, back.
Working from the gun, Wentz fighting his way through contact. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here we go. 120.
From the red zone now, Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Wentz again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this
time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Lion. Get the ball. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 48 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though. But Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. A gain of 3, second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And the Ravens have wound up winning that affair. Joe Flacco, good game throwing the ball, over 300 passing yards.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline.
And partner, this first week, this first game.